Welcome back to Dork Points, everybody. This is Ron.
And Charlie.
Hi, and we're talking about the 10 weirdest games we have played together, starting with
Unpacking.
Unpacking, that's right. And not so much just weird, but just the concept of it, and whoever came up with this idea of it's almost like a phone game.
Yeah, it's kind of like those unpacking phone games you would see for ads and stuff.
Yeah. And it's so addictive and wonderful when you actually get into it and start playing it. But yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
The least weird, though. All right, moving on to Roll the Cat. Again, not strange.
Not visually weird, but
yeah, not visually weird, but just weird that somebody thought again that this was a good idea for a game. And very hard. Oh my gosh, so hard. But also wonderful and peaceful. And but Roll the Cat is without a doubt one of those great, torturous, bizarre things that somebody came up with. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, moving on to Claybook. Now, Claybook is weird. And the concept is weird, and everything about this game is pretty weird. You're a little kid with
You're not a little kid.
Joystick.
You're not a little kid. You're playing as the clay, being controlled by the little kid.
Okay, but you're a piece of clay.
Little
Yeah,
kid
there he
right
is,
there.
right there. You're a piece of clay that he's controlling, and the world is clay, and you can kind of move around in it. Look at my rocket ship getting. It's really cool looking, and it has a lot going for it, and it's got a lot of replayability because you can just sit and
Do stuff?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, Humanity. Great cover shot there.
Yeah, totally.
So you're a weird spirit dog that leads around faceless people, and
It's very. It's not that it's okay, it's a little bit visually weird.
oh yeah.
Yeah, just like it's like a medium visual weird, but it's also what is happening. Look at this.
Yeah.
It at times it can be what is happening? What is happening?
Yeah, great, and here's another one with a great concept, but then when it's executed and you look at it, you're like, oh, this is just bizarre.
Yeah.
Just bodies flying everywhere, and
Yeah, just that doesn't make sense.
yeah,
That doesn't.
yeah,
The logic of that doesn't work.
yeah. And eventually the game gets really almost too hard, unfortunately, but great game still.
It's
I
a
liked
very
it.
good puzzle game.
Yeah. All right, and Bird Game Plus. Now we're getting into it. Now we're getting into just the bizarre, and again, beautiful. To look
It's
at.
yeah, as I said right before we were gonna record this, it's a beautiful game, but it's very hard too. So
Yes.
if the creators of the game had just made it even just a few times easier, then I feel like it would actually be probably a really peaceful game. But
Yeah.
no, it gets really stressful at points. Here you get run over by the log.
Yeah, this
constantly.
log part just kills the game. I've been stuck on this. I think you got past it, but
Yeah, I did, and then it gets really hard with spinning things and
yeah.
bugs flying
and,
at you.
And the
It's
controls themselves, whether you use the motion controls or the other option, it's still hard. All right, moving on to Cluster Truck, and of course, this one's an obvious one. You're jumping on a bunch of trucks to reach a goal, and kind of a classic style of an indie game.
Yeah, I don't think we really need to explain why this is weird. Just you just need to see the game and be like, wow, we get what you guys are meaning.
Yeah, it's the perfect example of a weird game, kind of like that one where you're the guy in the bowl. And you're going up a mountain. Was that getting over it? Yeah.
Yeah, getting over it.
This is that style of game where it's all about just a weird concept, and then they pulled it off amazingly though.
Yes.
And this game is also very addictive, but hard too. All right, Draw a Stickman Epic 2. This one is sort of weird in concept, but then when you actually like look at Charlie's, look at your character, you made like a Spider Woman with an axe.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing there.
Yeah, but once you get like a weird character like this into the game, it's just like, okay, this is why.
It's not a Spider Woman. It's a lady. It's a lady with red hair.
Oh, okay. the hair looks like extra legs or something.
Oh my gosh, it does.
Yeah, but
it's very much a weird game. But if you're into like puzzle games and exploring puzzle games, then this is probably the game for you.
Yes, yeah, it is actually a good game. All right, poop, and you know what that means? It's time for McPixel.
Yeah.
Somebody in some other country made this just bizarre love letter to 8-bit Nintendo games, and Steve, it is just great. And it is also hard. It is also annoying. It is completely insane. Totally unhinged. Just play it. Oh my gosh. I think I got this on sale for $1.99, and Charlie, you took to it better than I did. I got frustrated after like I beat the first levels, but you just blasted through it. There is 100 levels though.
And I already got through like 50?
You got to be halfway through.
Yeah, halfway or like over that a little.
Yeah. But if you got someone like you, Charlie, who can sit and focus and wants to play like the same problem over and over again, they're short problems, and they give you a bunch of levels at a time, like 5 of them. And then the problems kind of connect, and it's just really cool and interesting. All right, now we're kind of getting into the poo.
My name is Mayo.
Yeah, this one is just weird. It's weird in concept, but it's weird in playing. It's I don't know what they were thinking. It's kind of totally boring.
Yeah, you need to be a really patient person to play this game. We are not patient people.
No. But you and the Mayo has different disguises that you get as you level up. So the Mayo becomes, what is this, a potato? And,
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway. Okay, you know what it is. All right, the final game of the night, the weirdest of the weird.
Jazz Punk.
Oh yeah.
We already did a reviewing video on this, but we're just gonna put this into here because it is so weird. It's like just all the weirdness you could get smashed into one.
McPixel is like somebody was like, let's make a weird game. Jazz Punk is like they went to an asylum and found a person and said, make us a game. And they did. Again, clearly a foreign company, I think. I'm not sure on that, but this game's got so much going on in it. Kind of like McPixel, but it's more of more of a first-person like interactive puzzle solver.
Yeah. And if you like puzzles, then this is probably a game for you. Or if you like exploring and doing like a bunch of other stuff, it's for you. For me, I did a bunch of side quests. It was amazing. It is like a really nice game, but it's just distracting.
Yeah, and it veers, and that's the problem with it. It's like ADD the game. It just veers off and just goes totally, in another direction for 10, 20 minutes, and then you go back to the core of the game, which is fairly short. but there's like a Blade Runner part that just, there's so many things distracting you all the time. It's like an ADD mind made it.
Yeah, it's as if like the game creators were like, hey, I wonder if someone will be like scrolling through the PlayStation store and then see this and be like, and then they'll let their daughter play it, and she has like ADHD and anxiety compared, and then it's just gonna be a whole thing where she explores.
Yeah. And talks to every person and uncovers every little weird thing, and then has to keep Yeah. Anyway, that's Jazz Punk. That is number one for sure. And there you go. 10 weirdest games. Oh my gosh, so weird. Thank you very much.
Dark
Dark
points.
points. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Yeah.